Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiance. Are Luke and Madelein headed for a breakup if they can't survive the tension? The world of 90 Day Fiance is no stranger to chaos, emotional roller coasters, and couples who teeter dangerously on the edge of collapse. But Luke and Madelein's relationship has fans especially concerned. What started as a sweet, romantic adventure has quickly morphed into a tense standoff of expectations, resentment, and incompatibility. Viewers are now asking the pressing question: are they heading toward a breakup if they can't survive the mounting tension? From the outside, Luke and Madelein had all the makings of a success story: instant chemistry, a fairy tale proposal, and promises of happily ever after. But beneath the sheen of the K-1 visa process, real-life differences are pushing them to their breaking point. A rocky start to the stateside chapter. When Madelein left her home country to join Luke in the U.S., she imagined a fresh beginning: romance, stability, and support. Instead, she walked into unfamiliar surroundings, a different culture, and expectations she hadn't fully prepared for. Luke believed Madelein would slide smoothly into his world and adapt quickly. But adjusting hasn't been seamless. Between lifestyle changes, communication struggles, and disagreements over finances, their spark has dimmed under stress. Madelein, who left behind her job, family, and independence, often feels disoriented and alone. Luke, meanwhile, is showing signs of pressure, from handling the visa process to managing his career and trying to meet both his partner's emotional needs and his own expectations. What was meant to be a romantic reunion has become a daily test of patience and understanding. Cultural differences fuel the fire. One of the biggest problems Luke and Madelein face is the clash of upbringing and expectations. In her culture, Madelein expects closeness, reassurance, and shared responsibilities. Luke, on the other hand, is more independent, practical, and sometimes emotionally distant. Their disagreements are rarely explosive, but the steady accumulation of hurt feelings, dismissive comments, and unmet needs is creating a wedge. A recent scene where Luke brushed off Madelein's concerns about homesickness had fans divided. While some believed she needed to toughen up, others argued Luke lacked empathy. Even small moments, like differing expectations about household roles or how they spend their time, have become arguments waiting to happen. They love each other, no doubt, but love alone doesn't erase deeply ingrained differences. Finances, the silent stressor. Money has become a persistent source of conflict between the two. Though Luke initially reassured Madelein that he would handle everything financially until she got settled, the reality has been tense. Bills, paperwork, and lifestyle costs have sparked arguments over spending habits and budgeting. Madelein wants to contribute, but feels stuck without work authorization. Luke feels the weight of being the sole provider. Fans speculate that neither of them anticipated just how stressful the financial side of the 90-day timeline could be. Every dollar spent now seems to carry emotional weight. Communication cracking under pressure. Communication, or the lack of it, is slowly eroding their foundation. Luke, who tends to shut down in conflict, often walks away to avoid arguments. Madelein, who craves open dialogue and reassurance, is left feeling ignored and unimportant. When tension rises, instead of solving issues, they retreat into silence or irritation. Their body language, eye rolls, and tone speak louder than their actual words. A recent episode showed Madelein trying to express her fears about feeling like a burden. Luke, uncomfortable with emotional conversations, deflected with logic rather than comfort. The moment ended not with resolution, but with distance. Viewers quickly picked up on the dynamic. She reaches out, he pulls back. If left unaddressed, this pattern could be the very thing that breaks them. Family influence, adding more weight. Another looming concern is how their families factor into the equation. Luke's parents reportedly have reservations about the relationship. While they haven't been overtly hostile, their skepticism is felt in their tone and questions. Madeleine senses the judgment and occasionally withdraws out of discomfort. Luke, who wants to keep the peace, sometimes fails to advocate for her, which deepens her feelings of isolation. Meanwhile, Madeleine's family back home checks in frequently, reminding her of what she left behind and questioning whether she's truly happy. The emotional tug-of-war between two worlds has made her even more anxious about the future. Social media speculation, cracks in real time? Fans have noticed that Luke and Madeleine aren't posting together as often as they did earlier in the season. Some believe this is a sign they're growing apart. While neither has confirmed any breakup rumors, subtle hints are fueling speculation. Madeleine recently shared a quote about choosing peace over forced love, which many interpreted as a veiled message about her feelings. Luke, on the other hand, posted a photo alone with a caption about self-focus and boundaries. It's unclear whether these posts reflect their private struggles or are simply out-of-context updates, but the timing hasn't gone unnoticed. Can they survive the tension, or is it too late? Every 90-day fiancé couple faces stress, but Luke and Madeleine are at a crossroads. Their connection is real, but so are the fractures. They must address 3 key issues if they want a fighting chance. 1. Honest communication. They need to move beyond surface-level conversations and open up about fears, expectations, and plans. Without trust and understanding, even small problems will snowball. 2. Emotional support. Madeleine needs more reassurance, and Luke needs space to express his own struggles without feeling judged. Meeting each other halfway is essential. 3. Shared vision. Right now, it feels like they're reacting rather than planning. They need to discuss how they'll navigate careers, money, family, and cultural compromise, not just survive the 90 days. If they can do that, they may still find their footing. If not, a breakup could be inevitable. Fans weigh in. Hope or heartbreak ahead. The fandom is split. Some believe they're simply overwhelmed and will come out stronger once the visa journey is complete. Others think the tension has revealed incompatibilities that were easy to ignore long distance, but impossible to hide in daily life. One viewer commented, "They love each other, but they don't seem to like each other right now. That's the difference." Another added, "If Luke can't meet her emotional needs, and she can't understand his limits, they're done." The final countdown. With time running out on their 90-day clock, every argument matters more. Their relationship is no longer just about affection. It's about whether they can build a life together under pressure. Are Luke and Madeleine simply struggling through growing pains? Or is this the beginning of the end? If they don't confront the widening gap between them, the breakup whisperings could soon become reality. One thing is certain. The tension they're facing isn't going away on its own. If they can't survive it, love won't be enough to hold them together.